Alright, what is going on everyone? The Signal King here, breaking down another banger. Now, in this video that I'm going to break down a lot of specific things that you guys should be backtesting and analyzing. And the first thing that I'm going to show you guys is the sauce on how to find market direction and the sauce for the entry. So make sure you guys pay attention in this video and let's get right into it. Alright, so first things first guys, I know it's very repetitive, but we have to mark the highs and lows. So if we're trading on Wednesday, the high and low of day is going to be from one previous trading day. So if it's from one previous trading day, and we're trading on Wednesday, it would be from Tuesday. The highest and lowest point between Frankfurt to New York session. Asia session does not count. So we go ahead and we mark this right here as the low of day right here. Now our previous low of day is gonna be two previous trading days than the day we are trading from. So this right here would be our previous high of day. And then now we mark our previous low of day down here. So now we got to do a top-down analysis and identify where the market is going and where we can identify as a target, because the market always moves from supply to demand and demand to supply. So we just got to see what's going on the higher time frames to identify the lower time frame targets. So here we go. Right here we can identify on the daily that the next relevant daily demand for price is going to definitely be this area right here. So we have a daily demand right here. And then as far as supply goes, we can identify that price is pretty much coming off of this supply right here. This daily supply you can see right here. Now, once price were to break past this area, we could expect price to pull back up into this next target up here. But that's only if price were to break past this area here. So now that we can identify this, let's go onto the lower time frame as the H4 and we can identify the next target for price. So this is crystal clear, guys. This is like, it doesn't get much cleaner than this. We can identify that price is coming off of this daily supply. Price, it needs to find demand, right? So what is the next target for price as far as demand goes? This area is already touched and pulled back into. So as far as daily and the H4 goes, these are the next targets for price. Notice how clean it looks. Price is just respecting this area of supply right here. I'm gonna just mark it so you can see it. Notice how price is pretty much respecting this area of supply on the H4 time frame. Look right here. Now we need to shoot for a target. So now let's go on the H1 time frame, see what we got. H1 time frame, we could identify that this is definitely the next relevant target for price. The H1 demand that created this push to the upside. So this is the next target for price. Once price reaches this area, if we break past this area, the next target for price is definitely going to be this area here. If price was to respect this area and start pushing up, then we would look for supplies. But as long as price keeps breaking past demand zones, we need to keep finding the next demand. So we could identify right here that we have an H1 supply in confluence with the lows of days. This is a high probability area to sell from. So we can mark this right here as H1. Now when we go to the M15 time frame, this is what I'm presented with when I come to sit down to trade. So notice how we have a low of day, a H1 supply, and we also have an M15 supply right here. Now notice how all this volume came in with news, but also more importantly, notice how price is coming off of this M15 supply right here. So notice how price is coming off this M15 supply right here, and all the volume is coming off, creating these new areas of supply. So when I came to sit down to trade at 8:30 in the morning, and this is the zone that I was anticipating to take a sell from, I realized that our next target is right here, and price is pretty far away from the area of interest that we're looking to take a sell from. Price is literally 23 to 24 pips away from this area. So what's more than likely is going to happen is that New York session will create an area of supply in session, and we will take the trade off of that area. So right off the bat, notice this right here. It is about to be 9 o'clock. New York session opens right here, right? So New York session opens. What do we see? We have an M5 supply right here that we are just going to mark. So notice this M5 supply right here coming off of the low of day. We can mark this right here as M5. So let me make it bigger so you guys can see it. This candle right here, this previous contrary candle. Now I know it's not very clean, but when you go to the M1, look at it like this, how price is reacting off of that M5 and the low of day. And let's see what happens on M1. On M1, notice how price is giving this distribution right here, creating a new area of supply on M1. So if you guys study the content, or if you're from one of the previous boot camps, you guys know that if it's an M1 supply by itself from session or previous session, that is a valid area to take a sell from. So right here, I sent the sell limit in the signal group, looking like this with these parameters, and let's see how that plays out. So price pulls back up into this area to the exact pip, and then you can see that price gives a distribution right there. Like a more perfect trade cannot exist. And notice how sniper this entry is coming off the M1 supply right here, and price is smashing that target. Just look at how perfect this trade is right here. It does not get better than that. Literally, you can see that the session gave pretty much a 1 to 3. Now, pretty much I did close with the 1 to 2. And you guys are seeing how precise this is. So you guys are seeing trade after trade that you cannot make this up. The strategy does not get more precise than this. Who else do you know that gives entries out on the M1, M5, and M15 time frame? Like you guys saw in this trade right here specifically, it was just the M1 time frame. Now, if you guys want to be part of the Signature group, click the link down below. Also, make sure you guys pay attention to the free sauce that I drop on Instagram and in the free Telegram every single day. Now, see you guys in the next one. Peace. All right,